Well, there's no better way to build a good local reputation for your journalists and let people trust your publication than naming and shaming them. Hi, it's me again, and it really annoys me. It really annoys me. As you know, we've talked about it a bit on this channel in the past, haven't we? When local papers publish the names and addresses of people in their local community who have done something wrong. And I've stumbled across the Hartlepool Mail website here. I end up on some random website sometime, right? And this is the local court thing. And yes, it is public knowledge and it is public court records. So there's no reason why they can't publish them. I get that. But they're publishing the full name and the road they live on to name and shame these people in their local community. And I've never understood it, especially for petty stuff like the TV licence fee. Look at this, in the Hartlepool Mail. So this is on the website live, and it would have been printed in the local paper as well. Wrong, it's wrong. So as a person called Courtney, I've removed the surname and the age and the address, but it was in Hartlepool, was ordered to pay £40 fine, £30 victim surcharge and £120 in costs after admitting using a television without a licence between March 31st and June 15th last year. How is that all right? How is that all right to publish that? It's the person's name, their age and the road they live on. You've named and shamed them in their community, and it is wrong. And it's also a poxy charge anyway. Shouldn't even have been up in court for something like that. But a couple of interesting points here to talk about on this one is that, you know, all the letters that you get from TV licensing and all the threatograms and everything they talk about, they say you could face a maximum fine of £1,000 plus any legal costs and or you may be ordered to pay. All of that nonsense to scare the bejesus out of you into paying for something you might not need. Right. Well, look at the fine that this Courtney got. So it's 120 plus 34 plus 40. Not far off the cost of a TV licence in the first place, is it? So it was worth the risk for them. But it shouldn't have been a risk. How did this happen, you may ask, right? She's done something wrong, she should have got caught. Yeah, if you're watching something you shouldn't have been watching without paying for the TV licence fee, i.e. something as it's being broadcast or using BBC iPlayer, you should have a licence fee. Right, you should pay that, but it shouldn't be a criminal matter for one. And two, how would they know? This didn't come about by a detector van. This didn't come about by some high-tech equipment that monitored what this Courtney was watching. This came about by one of the dirty, horrible, scummy goons, door-to-door salesman, knocked on her door and talked to her. And she's talking to them and she's dropped herself in it, or she's let them in to look at the telly or something. That's the only way this situation could have come about. I never condone watching stuff you shouldn't be watching if you don't pay for the licence fee. I never condone that. But the only way they would know is if you tell them. So if one of these people knocks on your door and you open it, you go, hello, who are you? I'm from TV licensing. Be polite, say no thank you, and just close the door. They can't put their foot in the door, they can't keep banging, they can't do any of that. They don't have any powers. They may dress all official and act all official and try and intimidate you, but they're not police, they're not bailiffs, they don't have any powers at all. If this Courtney had done that, she wouldn't have had the fine, she wouldn't have had the stress of the court, and she wouldn't have had her name in the paper. Now, again, I don't condone watching something you shouldn't be watching. I don't. But the only way they would know is if you talk to them. How this is still a criminal matter after all these years, it's like living in the dark ages, isn't it? You just don't go to prison for not paying your Netflix bill, do you? You don't get shitty letters for not paying for your Amazon Prime. No, they just cut you off. They just cut you off and you can't access it anymore. That's it. It's wrong. It's wrong. And putting it in the paper, double wrong. So if you ever end up talking to somebody about the TV licence, just remember to tell them to not talk to the goons. There's links below in the description. Go and take a look. Share the links about it. It's all what you can and can't watch and how to deal with the goons, how to deal with the letters. Everything you need to know is down there in the description. Go and take a look, because more and more people need to know to not talk to these people. They are just door-to-door salesmen, and you should treat them as such by saying no thank you and closing the door in their face. Whether you're doing something you shouldn't be doing or you're playing a straight game, same rules apply. Do not talk to these people. So if you ever get talking to someone in the pub or in the supermarket or in the cafe, whatever, you know, it happen to be about bills or a TV license or something, let them know that and give them the links to the videos, you know. And let me know what you think about all this down in the comments below. And as always, Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that way, hopefully, I'll see you in another video again soon. Ta-da.